Hey all, Marun here. In today's ground-based movements, part 2, we're gonna go through the underswitch. If you watch the first ground-based movement, we went through two exercises, two variations of beast and crab. So we need to use these two variations to perform the underswitch. For the underswitch, we're gonna start in a crab or beast movement, and we're gonna rotate, finishing in either a crab or a beast position. I'm gonna take you through the steps of how to perform the underswitch. We're gonna go through through underswitch tap, where we're tapping and then controlling back to crab, and we're gonna finish with a bit of progression, and we do the jumping underswitch. So before we start, let's go ahead and warm up the wrist so we get prepared for today's exercise. So as a start, I need you to crisscross your fingers, and then we're gonna keep your elbows together, shoulder blades back and down, and then gently rotate your wrist in a circular controlled movement, slow, and trying to wrap one wrist above the other or one hand above the other, slowly keeping your shoulders down and keeping your elbows as close as possible. Now go ahead and switch to the other side. So we need to always make sure we're prepared to do the exercise, and especially those exercises need a lot of body contact and a lot of weight on our wrist. So we need to make sure our wrists are prepared for that. We're gonna make sure our arm is in a 90-degree angle. Spread our fingers. You're gonna extend your arm down, rotate or bring your pinkies forward, inward, rotate out, and then continue this circular rotation while keeping your forearms facing up. So you're not rotating from the forearm, you're just rotating the wrist. Good, go ahead and do the other direction. So slow control, keeping your fingers spread without bending your fingers and without moving the forearm up and down or rotating it. From here, we're gonna press all palms down and then gently rock back and forth while keeping our lower back neutral. We're not arching the lower back. So fingers pointing towards your body, and then you're rocking slowly back and forth without bending the elbows. Now from here, let's go through a circular rotation. So make sure the wrists are neutral now, and then you're rotating your body around your wrist, and then go the other direction. Okay, good. We're gonna warm up a bit the shoulders, and then we're gonna start. So in this angle, I'm gonna internally rotate the shoulder and then externally rotate. Make sure the lower back is neutral and your shoulders down. Your wrists are neutral. You're not compensating by flexing the wrist. So here it's only shoulders. When you're internal, go ahead and place your wrist behind your lower back. Lift your wrist away from the lower back. Here, all the way behind your head without arching the lower back. So we're gonna go a couple of reps here. Last one, try to land more on the upper back. Stay here. And then from here, we're gonna move the shoulder blades up, back, down, forward. So you're lifting them up, you're squeezing your shoulder blades towards your spine, dropping them down, and then you're pushing them forward. Watch out from the arch and lower back, reverse it. Squeeze them towards the spine, lift them up without shrugging. Push them forward and then drop them down. One more. All right, great. So we're gonna start with the first movement. We're gonna set in crab. So in crab, I'll be in this position, wrist under shoulders, shoulders back and down. I'm looking through the horizon. So if I'm calling right leg under switch, I'm gonna lift my right leg and left arm. I'm gonna lift the heels up, rotate underneath, keeping my knees close to the floor, and then landing the limbs simultaneously down. So lift, rotate, land the heel, and then drop limbs at the same time, reset here. So there's a couple of things you need to watch out while doing that. The first one is I need you to lift at the same time first, the opposite limbs, when I call which leg. So if we're just focusing now on the right, so it's gonna be right leg under switch, so I'm lifting the right and the left arm. When I'm trying to rotate, I'm gonna lift the heel, so this is like pedaling on the gas, pressing the gas, and then I'm gonna keep the knee close to the floor. When my shoulders are above the wrist, I'm gonna drop both limbs down. So I'm gonna do a couple of reps. This is the under switch. You can start in a crab, you're gonna under switch, finish in a beast, or vice versa. We're gonna do a couple of them in a crab, and then we're gonna transition to beast. So, and then you need to rotate or move, try to go as fast as you can control. So you don't have to go super fast and swing too much. Try to control your body and then move as fast as you can, as much as you can control. So you're gonna lift the right, lift the opposite arm, rotate, drop down. This is beast, same thing. Right leg under switch, right leg, left arm, under switch, drop the heel down, finish with both limbs on the floor. Lift, under switch, down, lift, down. We're gonna do a couple for the left. So left leg under switch, lifting the left leg, right arm, lifting the heel when I'm ready to gas pedal or to press on the gas. I'm gonna keep the knee close to the floor, finish here. Same thing, left leg under switch, land the heel whenever I'm ready to drop down. Left leg under switch, lift, rotate, land the heel, drop down, chest up, back straight, looking through the horizon. One more, left leg under switch, left leg under switch, and drop down. Okay, so that's the under switch. We're gonna go a bit more progression. It's gonna be the under switch tap. So with the under switch tap, I need you to always, same thing, either in a crab or a beast position. The crab is always easier than the beast to tap. So same here, I'm gonna lift, rotate, tap, press, bring like 50% of my body, landing with my wrist or my palm and my foot, then rotating back, finishing with crab again. So with the under switch tap, if you start in crab, you finish with crab. If you start in beast, you finish with beast. So it's the same. When you lift, you bring your knee towards your midline, and you keep your arm close to your midline. Sorry, I didn't mention that. Rotate, tap, control back, land, limbs at the same time. So left leg under switch tap. I'm gonna lift the left leg. Oh, so let's do the right first. So right leg under switch tap, lift, tap, tap, down. So the key things that you need to focus on the tap is I need you to land with the palm and the foot, 50%. So what I see some people do is when they lift, they either don't land with the arm or they don't land with the foot. So land 50%, then lift, control back. I'm gonna go for two more. Lift, tap, control, land down, right leg under switch tap, right leg, tap, control. We're gonna do couple for the left, same thing, left leg under switch tap, lift the left leg, right arm, tap, control back, land at the same time. So lift, press on the gas, tap, control back. It's like a second where you're in a perfect alignment, as if somebody take a snapshot, as if you're in a static beast or static grab. One more. So left leg under switch tap, lift the left leg, tap, control back, land the heel, drop down, chest out, back straight. All right, so always go as fast as you can control. That's important, especially when you start these movements. They're a bit tricky. They look simple, but they're not easy that much. So with practice, you'll get better and you have more control over your body. So we went through the under switch on the under switch tap. We're gonna finish with the jumping under switch. Before we go to the jumping under switch, I'll show you a modified beast. So with the under switch, we need to always start in crab. We can't start in beast. We need to always start in crab. And then we jump and hold it in modified beast. What I mean by that, if I'm in this position, if I go for right leg jumping under switch, I lift the left arm, right leg, left arm. I'm gonna jump here, land in modified beast. What I mean is, my toes pointing, my knees close to the floor. I'm here in beast, but my leg is in this position. That's modified beast. And then when I'm ready, I'm gonna continue and finish here. Rotate over. So if I'll go a bit faster, it looks like this. So right leg under, jumping under switch. And I finish here. One more time. So right leg under switch, left opposite limbs. Here there's no gas pedaling, so I'm directly jumping. So I'm keeping my knee close to my midline and my arm. I'm jumping into modified beast, and I'm transitioning all the way into crab. So always make sure to pause in a modified beast, especially when you start. Make sure your toes is pointing. Your feet are in line with your toes. What I see most people do, so when they jump, they come here or they stop here. So you should be aligned here, and then you look at the foot. When it's aligned, you can rotate and continue the movement till you finish in grab. I'm gonna go 2 reps, right leg, jumping under switch, and then couple the left leg. So here, lift, without the pressing the gas, jumping, controlling, finishing here. All right, and you always need to remember that it's not a 180-degree turn. So like you see, when I went through the under switch, I started with facing this way and I finished, my back is towards you. So it's not a 180-degree turn. You don't have to readjust. There's no pushing on the gas. You directly jump, and you need to keep your knees an inch above the floor. I'm gonna finish here, one more. So here, jump, knee above the floor, toes pointed, I realign, and then I rotate and finish here. Always make sure to go as fast as you control. So that's it for today's ground-based movement. We went through the under switch tap, and the jumping under switch. Try to practice them safely. Take care, and I see you real soon.